Harry, I'm sorry. Would you mind just having a ready meal for dinner tonight? We have a few in the freezer. You can have whichever you want.
Huh? You want me to heat something up for myself?
I'm feeling really dizzy today. It would be really hard for me to cook like this.
You already quit work and now you're having me do things around the house too?
I'm sorry. It's not like I want to be sick. So, can you stop saying things like that?
Sure. What a surprise. You're using your sickness as an excuse again.
Hey, come on.
We were barely getting by with the both of us working. Now that you've quit your job, I'm suddenly supporting both of us. Do you even realize how tough this is for me? Try putting yourself in my shoes.
Of course I feel bad about that, but aren't married couples supposed to support each other at times like this? In sickness and in health, remember? Besides, the reason we were barely scraping by, even back then, was because of all the money you wasted.
Hey, all the money I spend is for work. Since you're just a woman, you might not understand, but men need to socialize and network to get ahead in the workplace. We're even judged by what we wear, so of course I'm going to need to buy clothes once in a while too.
Still, I don't think you have to spend as much as you do. Isn't everyone around you making the same salary anyway?
The clients obviously aren't. You have no idea what you're talking about, so don't talk to me about my work. Besides, you're not even working, right? You're living on my salary. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand.
So could you stop nagging me? Also, if you want to cut your spending so bad, why don't you start with yourself?
I've already been spending as little as possible, and it's not like I'm buying new clothes every month like you do.
But you eat 3 times a day, don't you?
Huh? Yes?
Even though you don't work and basically sleep all day, you think someone like that should be eating so much? From now on, how about you just eat my leftovers? That way our food budget can be cut in half too.
Wait, are you being serious?
You want us to save money, don't you? Besides, you don't even do anything all day. How hungry can you possibly get?
I'm still alive. Of course I get hungry. Maybe I don't need to eat as much as when I was working out, but when I'm not feeling too bad, I still do all the housework.
Whatever, try living as a food disposal unit for a while. You might even like it. We'll definitely save money that way. If you want me to save money so bad, you should show me how it's done.
I understand. But do you even realize how horrible you're being to me? I can't believe how suddenly you changed since I got sick and stopped working. Was I nothing but another source of income to you?
Huh? This is your own fault. You're the one who was talking about saving money. You know whose fault it is that we have less money? This is all because of you getting sick, isn't it?
I'm sorry. I get it already. It's all my fault.
As long as you understand, it's fine. Just don't forget, it's my hard work keeping the lights on. So you have no right to complain to me.
Harry, can I ask you for something? I have a hospital appointment tomorrow, so could you give me $100 when you get home?
What? It costs $100?
I don't think it'll be that expensive, but it's better to be on the safe side.
Are you sure you're not just gonna use the money to buy something for yourself on the way home?
Of course not. I've always shown you all the receipts, haven't I? Of course I'm gonna give you back any money that's left over.
Ugh. And didn't I just give you some pocket money the other day?
That was just for food, right? It's not enough to pay for the hospital, too.
You know, are you even trying to save money? It seems like our money is just disappearing.
So just give me back my own debit card. If I use my own savings, you have no complaints, right?
I'm not just giving you money while you keep living on my dime. Didn't we already decide I'd be in charge of all of our money? Don't complain now.
Harry, seriously, what's up with you? I never asked you to manage my bank account. Aren't you practically robbing me? To be frank, I don't know how much longer I can live like this. I've been thinking of moving back to my parents' house so I can focus on getting better.
What? What are you talking about? After all I've done for you, this is how you repay me?
I'm thankful for you supporting me, but be honest. You don't like me being in the house all the time, do you? Ever since I got sick, you've been treating me worse and worse. I'm not begging you to pity me for my illness or anything, but I expected you to be a bit more considerate at least.
If I wasn't being considerate, I'd have kicked you to the curb a long time ago. Day after day, staying cooped up in the house with a miserable look on your face. I let you live there all this time, completely free.
I've just been eating leftovers every day. And to save money, I don't even use the heating. All while you've been drinking and coming home late pretty much every single day.
So what? I told you I have to drink with a lot of people for work. Plus, my boss was replaced by some woman, so I'm more stressed than ever. She's been flooding me with work.
You're flooded with work, yet you're still going drinking every day. If you have that much money to spare, we could be living so much more comfortably.
Why should I have to save money for your sake? It's my own money I'm spending, right? Who are you to complain? I'm the one working.
Yeah, I understand that.
You really don't get it. Right, I've decided, as a punishment, you're not going to the hospital.
Excuse me?
We'll save money that way, right? It's not like you're going to get better if you go. You've been stuck at home for 3 months already, right? Why are we still wasting money on medicine?
What are you talking about? Isn't that putting the cart before the horse? If I want to get better, of course I have to keep getting treatment.
But like I said, it's pointless. Wouldn't you rather just save on hospital bills? That way, you could even start eating more than just leftovers.
I really don't know what to do. Do you have any idea how insane you sound?
I really don't know what to do with you either. Do you really think you can live without me? Your dad's already dead. And your mom's in the hospital, so your family home's empty, isn't it? And to top it off, you have your illness. Do you really think you can live alone?
And despite all that, I'd still rather be alone than with you. I don't think I'll ever get better if I keep living like this. Anyway, just give me back my bank account.
Shut up. I'm busy right now. This conversation is over.
You can't just end the conversation.
When I get home, I'm not giving you any money, you know? So hurry up and cancel your hospital appointment tomorrow. And don't waste any more of my money. Megan, where are you? And what were you thinking, leaving all the drawers in the house wide open like that? You left the house a total mess. Don't tell me you took your health insurance card without my permission.
So what if I did?
Don't play games with me. Who said you could go to the hospital? Come home right now.
You're pretty demanding, aren't you? For someone who's never seeing his wife again.
My wife? Who is this? Is it not Megan?
Your lovely wife, Megan, is sleeping at the hospital right now. This is your boss, Susan.
Huh? Susan? You mean my manager?
Yes, that's right. I'm using Megan's phone.
Susan, thanks for everything at work. But could I ask why you're with my wife?
Because there was some urgent matters I needed to discuss with you. So I went directly to your house. But it seems like you haven't been home since yesterday. And then, while I was talking to your wife, she collapsed. So, of course, I took her to the hospital.
I'm so sorry for the trouble my wife caused you. But why did you need to see me on a weekend?
Didn't I already say? There are some things I have to talk to you about. Well, at the very least, I guess I've learned how useless of a man you are. Would you mind coming into the office right now?
Of course, I'll be right there. But I apologize if I smell of alcohol. I've been drinking a little. Is that all right?
Your wife is having such a hard time. But you seem in pretty good spirits, don't you?
My friend forced me to drink with him. I'm terribly sorry.
If you're sober enough to talk, then it's fine. Also, please bring all of your wife's bank cards.
Huh? Why do you want me to bring those?
Because your wife asked for them. Didn't she tell you already how she wants to leave you?
That's a little personal.
I heard you don't even give her enough money to live. And not letting a sick person go to the hospital? Do you think that's acceptable? Do you understand how cruel your actions have been?
Please excuse me, but I don't think my private life is really any of your concern.
No, it really is.
Huh?
You've been embezzling company funds, haven't you? If you try to run away now, you'll be in even deeper water. Since you're currently under surveillance, I don't want to hear any excuses. So just come straight to the office with your wife's bank cards right now.
Megan, when are you coming home? I'm begging you. Please come home soon. I promise I'll apologize for everything up until now.
You've probably heard from Susan already, but I'm divorcing you.
I don't want a divorce. I'm really sorry for taking you for granted up until now. I promise I'll become a better man from now on.
You mean like the kind of man who steals from his company to go drinking? Or the kind of man who steals my sickness benefit checks? You're gonna be a better man? Do you even believe your own words?
I'm really sorry.
Also, you were trying to take my savings from before we met too, weren't you? It seems like you got locked out for guessing my PIN number wrong too many times.
I was really struggling for money. The truth is, I'm in a lot of debt.
I know. I heard everything from your boss, Susan. It was all for another woman too, right? I'm totally speechless. You were really just using me for money after all.
It's not like that. It wasn't until after we got married that I met that bartender. But I just thought she was a really good person, so I wanted to help her with money. I didn't think I was doing anything wrong.
Even though you went as far as embezzlement to support her, your feelings must have been really strong. I really can't understand. Well, not that I want to anyway.
I get it already. I'll never go to that bar again.
By won't go, you actually mean can't go, right? But aren't you relieved? If you pay back the money embezzled, your company's not filing a police report, right?
I'm still screwed. I can't stay at my office anymore, so they're demoting me and sending me off to a subsidiary. And I have to keep working till the debt's paid off.
Wow! They're even giving you a place to work after everything you've done? What a nice company.
How are they nice? They've cut my salary in half. And I still have debts I got into before the embezzlement. Things really couldn't be worse.
And? What, do you expect me to feel sorry for you? Aren't these just the consequences of your own actions?
Megan, from the bottom of my heart, I'm sorry. Recently, I've been thinking about nothing but money, even though you've been so sick.
You're realizing this now.
I promise I'll treasure you from now on. I'll do everything I can to help you get better. So I'm begging you, let me make things up to you. I've realized I need someone like you by my side.
Someone like me? Or like that girl from the bar? You know, the one you embezzled money for. I really don't think I can help you.
That's not true. I just got so used to how perfect you are and started taking you for granted. But now I'm really a new person.
You can be whoever you want, but do you mind keeping me out of it? You keep saying you want to fix things between us. But are you sure you don't just want to get to my monthly sickness benefits or my savings? You can't hide your intentions anymore.
It's not like that. You've got to believe me. I promise I've changed. Without you by my side, I don't know what I'll do.
I don't really care about what trash like you does.
Huh?
Making his sick wife eat his leftovers every day and even stopping her from going to the hospital. Do you think anyone would want to make things up with a guy like that? Have you already forgotten everything you did? Even when we were both working, you left all the housework for me. And still, as soon as I became sick, you turned on me. I really never want to see your face again.
Megan, I'm really so sorry. I really regret everything. I'm sorry. Please save me. I really can't go on alone.
I really don't care if you live or die. But please, at least sign the divorce papers first. Susan's bringing them to you next meeting, so don't forget to sign them.
Don't abandon me. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Aren't you the one who abandoned me first? And besides, if I took you back, I'd be wasting a lot of money, wouldn't I? Breaking up with you has been the biggest money saver of my life. I managed to divorce my husband thanks to the help of his boss, Susan. The divorce went pretty smoothly. Also, we didn't have a lot of shared property to divide, but thanks to all the mental stress he put me under while I was sick, he ended up having to pay me some compensation. Ever since my husband was demoted, he's been spending his days working hard to pay off all his debts. And even though his company never pressed charges, he embezzled quite a large amount of money. So of course, if he ever tries to run before it's paid off, the police will be informed. I also heard my in-laws cut ties with him after they heard about everything that happened. They were even worried about me becoming single while I was so ill and went as far as helping me move. So thanks to them, I'm back home now and recovering steadily. I can go visit my mother in the hospital more often too now. And best of all, I'm finally free from that husband of mine. I really feel like my sickness is finally making a turn for the better. I even get the occasional call from Harry's parents and his old boss, Susan. I'm truly grateful I've been able to meet so many wonderful people who genuinely care about me. For now, I'm gonna keep focusing on getting better in hopes of paying back their kindness as soon as I can.
Linda joined a group chat for mothers with children, the same age as her daughter when her daughter started to go to school. She rarely said anything on the group chat, but one day, she got a direct message from Nancy, the mother of her daughter's best friend. Who knew that this one message would change her fate?
I want to go eat some expensive sushi. Don't you think so too, Linda?
What? Why are you asking me all of a sudden?
I just felt like it. It's not like there's anything special going on.
But for you to come out of the blue like that, doesn't that mean there's something wrong?
Fine. I'll tell you. Actually, I just heard that your father owns a fancy sushi restaurant. Wow, that's amazing. A high-end sushi restaurant. It's not that easy to run a sushi restaurant, is it?
Oh, so you heard. I mean, it wasn't like I was hiding it. But yes, my father has been running a sushi restaurant for a while. My father is the chef and he has a couple of other employees. I guess you could say it was my father's touch.
So, if he has a good number of employees and is able to run a business, he must be pretty wealthy, right?
Well, I don't know about that. I would have to ask my father.
Don't bother asking him. Anyway, I want to try the fatty tuna. I wonder what fatty tuna tastes like at a fancy sushi restaurant. I bet it's full of delicious fat and flavor. I want to try it. Let me try it.
So do you want to make a reservation? I'll let my father know then.
Oh, well, about that reservation, don't treat it like I'm just a normal customer.
Huh? What do you mean?
What? Were you really going to put me down as just a regular customer? Come on. What are you thinking? Aren't we mom friends? It should be obvious to let me dine there with a mom friend discount.
What? What's a mom friend discount? I don't understand.
You should at least know what I'm saying. To put it simply, give me a discount. Let's see. I don't have much money. So, can you let me eat there for free?
Free? Of course not. Are you stupid?
Stupid? How dare you say such a thing? I'm telling you, I have no money. Think about my family circumstances for once.
If you don't have money, the smart choice is not to eat here. You have to save up money and budget your spendings.
What are you saying? I'm saying I want to eat now. I'm a mom friend, so you have to make a special reservation for me. And then, you're not going to charge me anything. I need you to make that kind of arrangement for me.
But it's not like I work at the restaurant, so I don't have that kind of authority. And letting you eat for free just because you're a mom friend? I don't think my father will allow that.
Do your best to make it happen. Use your head for once.
It doesn't matter if I try my hardest. My father is strict. Even if I said it as a joke, he would get angry.
Then beg, or do whatever you have to do to get me accommodated. Or, I don't mind eating on your dime either.
Excuse me? Why do I need to do that? I refuse.
I see. I was going to go out of my way to eat there and say, "This sushi is delicious," and try to spread the word. You're treating me so poorly. Well, if you're going to be like that, I have my own ideas.
What do you mean, ideas? I won't forgive you if you do anything weird.
Oh, I'm not going to do anything weird. But you'll regret how you treated me. So be prepared.
Regret, huh? Fine. You should be prepared to regret it if you try to do anything weird to my father's restaurant.
Wow, so scary. I can't believe you're threatening me. Don't worry, I won't do anything weird. Just think that I'll be doing something interesting.
A few days later,
Cancel my order for 70 people. Sorry for canceling 2 minutes before delivery. I don't plan to pay a single cent. As a high-end sushi restaurant, won't it be a huge loss?
the restaurant isn't open today.
What?
What are you doing? Besides, you didn't order anything from here.
Wait a minute. What are you saying? I definitely put in an order. I put in an order for 70 people's worth of food. And the person on the line was surprised, but they agreed to the order.
We're a high-end restaurant that's really small with only counter seats. We would never be able to accommodate for that much food. So we would have turned down that reservation. So, you definitely made a reservation at a different store.
That can't be. Then where did I make my reservation?
You should remember the name of the store you made your reservation at. How would I know?
I'll check it right now. It's a place called Sushi. Isn't that your father's restaurant?
Sushi, you say? So you put in your order there, huh? My father's restaurant is called Sushi. It's your fault you didn't confirm the name.
What did you say? It's your fault that the name of the restaurant is complicated, and you make it sound like it's my fault. That's unreasonable.
It's not unreasonable at all. You were going to place an order for 70 people, which makes no sense for my father's restaurant.
Yeah. Because you told me you wouldn't let me eat for free. Of course, I needed to make things difficult for you.
So, if I don't give you free food, then you'll harass us? I don't understand that logic. At any rate, all I can tell you is that this is what you deserve.
Excuse me? Why do you have to say that? I just got a call from Ska Sushi. They said that I can suddenly cancel my order since it's such a large order. They told me I have to pay a cancellation fee. What am I supposed to do?
How would I know? You made the order, so you're responsible for paying for the cancellation fee.
No way. I don't have that kind of money. I was initially going to cancel on your father's restaurant. And now, I have to go through all this.
I really don't understand what you're saying. As for my dad's restaurant, if you cancel on the day of the event, there will of course be a 100% cancellation fee.
What? But it's your father's restaurant. I would have made you pay for the cancellation fee.
Huh? That's what you were thinking? I would never allow that happen. Of course, they would make you pay.
I don't want to do that. I mean, first of all, I have to deal with a bill from Ska Sushi. They want us to pay them about $10,000 for 70 people for $150 worth of food.
Well, all I can say is, you had no choice since you made the order.
But it's $10,000. There's no way a one person could pay that.
Well, I don't care what you say. You booked it. You have to take care of it.
No. Do something. You pay the $10,000.
Why would I do that?
Don't ask me why. None of this would have happened if you just let me eat for free. So that means I'm getting charged $10,000 because of you. So, I'll be billing you $10,000. Got it?
Even if you say that, you're the one who made the reservation. You're the one getting the bill, so there's nothing I can do.
So then, I'll send the bill to you. And then you can pay for it.
Do you think I'll even pay for that? Are you stupid? I'm sorry, but I have no intention of paying. So give up and pay for your own order.
I don't want to. This is unreasonable. Stop talking to me about money, or else I will harass your father's store.
What? Harassment? What are you going to do?
I'm going to write a bunch of slanderous reviews about your father's shop. And I'm sure that I'll drive the customers away. And you'll have no choice but to go out of business. If you don't like it, pay me $10,000 instead. Is that clear?
Well, even if you try that, the people who come to my father's store are all regulars now. They don't care about other people's reviews. They remember the taste of my father's sushi. They don't rely on word of mouth.
What? Well, then, I'm going to have to use force. I'm going to set your father's store on fire. If you don't like it, you're gonna have to pay me $10,000. Okay?
Wait, you're not serious, are you? Well, if that's the case, then I'm gonna have to do everything in my power to protect my father's store. If you're really going to do something like that, first of all, calling me and telling me you're going to set the place on fire is a criminal threat. So, I guess you'd be charged with criminal intimidation. So, if I talk to the police, you could be arrested.
What? But I haven't done anything yet. Is saying it in writing considered a crime?
Of course it is. By doing so, you have offended people and made them feel unsafe. I mean, Setting fire to someone's restaurant just because they didn't give you a free meal? This is insane. And you're crazy.
Hey, you can't call someone crazy. That's rude. Correct yourself.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just saying what I thought. But it's true. You're crazy. When you tell a person that you're going to commit a crime.
What are you saying? It was just a joke, of course. Are you that stupid that you couldn't tell I was joking? You're so boring.
I'm sorry, but I don't want people saying they're going to burn down my father's restaurant, even if it was a joke. It's not even a laughable joke. It just makes me uncomfortable. There are some things that you can't make jokes about.
What? You're being so annoying. Anyways, what am I supposed to do about the $10,000? I can't pay for it.
That's exactly what I don't care about. It's a cancellation fee for a reservation you made. You have to pay for it.
Wait a minute. I said I won't pay. Cut it out.
Oh, really? Well then, there's only one other thing you can do. So why don't you just go ahead and do it?
Another way? What's that? Tell me.
You could ask your husband to pay for it.
Oh, come on. Why do you have to do that? No, absolutely not. My husband would never agree to pay.
I mean, you're not in a position to say that. Even if you say you can't pay. The restaurant has to collect the cancellation fee somehow. And if you can't pay, they will have no choice but to charge your relatives.
But that doesn't mean they're suddenly going to charge my husband. That's unreasonable. I will never make my husband pay. I won't let him pay.
I don't think Scott Sushi will listen to any of your selfishness. You should go and talk to your husband about it. I have to pay $10,000 in cancellation fees because of something I did. Can you pay it for me? Just say that.
If I say that, he's definitely going to be angry at me.
I don't think you have any choice but for him to be angry. I think you should just give up. Be prepared for it, and let your husband be mad at you.
Stop messing around. Why should I be told that by you? I never want him to get mad at me. You're the reason I'm in this mess. You're either going to take responsibility and tell my husband, or you will pay the $10,000 directly to me.
I can't believe you. Do you really think you did nothing wrong at all? This is why you ended up in this situation. You let this happen, you know? And yet, you keep saying that everyone around you is to blame. You never say that it is your fault. Do you really think that you can make this situation go away?
You've got to be kidding me.
Saying that isn't going to change anything.
Why should I have to go through this? I'm not that kind of person who should be put through this.
You perceive yourself as if you're an exalted being. That is another characteristic of a bad person. Because of that, you can't possibly believe that you have done anything wrong. Or you think that even if you do something wrong, you must be forgiven. Unfortunately, there is no way to save yourself if you think like that. Give up and realize that you have done something wrong. First and foremost, contact your husband. Tell him that you have incurred a $10,000 cancellation fee.
I said no. That's enough. I won't admit that I'm wrong about anything. It's not my fault. It's all your fault. You're the reason I'm in this mess. Do something. You have to help me.
Yeah, whatever. You keep shifting the blame and you're always blaming others. I'm horrified that someone like you was a mom friend. Well, I'm not going to get involved anymore anyway.
What? What do you mean by that?
I mean exactly what I said. I'm not going to have anything more to do with you. I've contacted the other moms and we've decided to kick you out of the group. Well, you got what you deserved.
What? Wait, why do you have to say that? I don't want to be kicked out of the mom group. Why is this happening to me?
You know why. If you have to think about why, then you're beyond help. Oh, and by the way, since you didn't seem to be calling anytime soon, I told your husband about the cancellation fee. He was extremely surprised.
Why would you do that? Don't do that on your own, you idiot.
I mean, it's your fault that you didn't contact your husband. I hope he'll be very angry with you.
Wait, why should I? I just wanted to eat sushi from your father's restaurant.
So why didn't you just pay for it on your own? Don't get mad at me like that.
Wait, please, forgive me. It's absolutely wrong that I should suffer like this. It's wrong.
Nancy kept saying that it was wrong and whatnot until the very end. In the end, she was scolded by her husband. Her husband paid for the $10,000 bill, and Nancy said she had to work part-time to repay her husband. Nancy, who had never had a job before, found the part-time work very hard. It seems to be a good reminder of her. I felt bad for causing all this trouble for my father. So my family and I are planning to go to my father's sushi restaurant for the first time in a long while. How was it? Just because we are mom friends doesn't mean that we are allowed to ask anything of each other, right? And moreover, it is difficult to have a conversation with people who cannot admit their own faults. Most of these types of people are unaware of it. Are you unknowingly causing trouble for your friends? They need to learn their lesson from this experience.